Today, we're going to talk about the killing of Aniah Blanchard, a 19-year-old college student who was abducted and shot by a man she met at a gas station in Alabama. This case captured the nation's attention and sparked a massive search for Aniah, who was the stepdaughter of UFA heavyweight Walt Harris. How did this innocent young woman end up in the hands of a ruthless killer? What did the police and the public do to find her? And what happened to her murderer? Aniah Blanchard was born on June 22, 2000, in Northport, Alabama. She was the daughter of Elijah Blanchard, a Birmingham businessman, and Angela Haley Harris, a registered nurse. Haley Harris is married to Walt Harris, a professional mixed martial artist who competes in the UFC. Aniah graduated from Homewood High School, where she played softball and was known for her kindness and generosity. She was studying early childhood education at Southern Union State Community College and was planning to transfer to Auburn University. On October 23, 2019, Aniah dropped off her brother at his dorm in Auburn and then drove to a Chevron gas station on South College Street around 11:30 p.m. She was wearing a black dress and tan boots and was carrying a pink backpack. She entered the convenience store and bought some snacks. She then returned to her black Honda CR-V and drove away. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. The next day, Aniah's family and friends became worried when they couldn't reach her by phone or text. They reported her missing to the Auburn Police Department and started posting flyers and messages on social media, hoping that someone would have information about her whereabouts. They also contacted Walt Harris, who was training in Florida for his upcoming fight against Alistair Overeem. Harris immediately flew back to Alabama to join the search for his stepdaughter. On October 25th, 2 days after Aniah's disappearance, her car was found abandoned in an apartment complex in Montgomery, about 55 miles away from Auburn. The car had damage on the front passenger side and blood on the seat and door. The blood was later confirmed to belong to Aniah. The police also found a bullet hole in the door panel. They concluded that Aniah had been kidnapped and harmed by someone she met at the gas station. The police released surveillance footage from the gas station that showed Aniah inside the store and a man wearing dark clothes walking around outside. A witness told the police that he saw the man force Aniah into her car at gunpoint and drive away with her. The witness also said that he heard a gunshot as they left. The police identified the man as Ibrahim Yazid, a 29-year-old with a long criminal history that included charges of kidnapping, robbery, assault, and attempted murder. The police issued a warrant for Yazid's arrest on November 7th and launched a nationwide manhunt for him. They also offered a reward of $105,000 for any information leading to Aniah's location or Yazid's capture. The reward money came from donations from various sources, including UC President Dana White, UFC fighter Joan Jones, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey, and anonymous contributors. On November 8th, Yazid was spotted by an officer in Escambia County, Florida, near the Alabama border. He tried to flee but was apprehended after a brief chase and struggle. He had injuries on his face that suggested he had been in a fight recently. He was extradited to Alabama and charged with first-degree kidnapping. Meanwhile, the search for Aniah continued for weeks with no success. Hundreds of volunteers joined law enforcement agencies in combing through wooded areas, ponds, rivers, and fields in several counties. They used drones, helicopters, dogs, boats, and sonar equipment to look for any clues or signs of Aniah. On November 25th, More than a month after Aniah went missing, her body was finally found in a wooded area in Macon County near Highway 80. The cause of death was determined to be a gunshot wound. Her family was devastated by the news and expressed their grief and anger at Yazid. Yazid's charge was upgraded to capital murder on December 4th. Prosecutors said they would seek the death penalty against him. They also said that Yazid had an accomplice named Antoine Fisher who helped him dispose of Aniah's body. Fisher was arrested on November 22nd and charged with first-degree kidnapping as well. However, in March 2020, the charges against Fisher and another suspect named David Johnson Jr. were dismissed by a judge due to insufficient evidence. Johnson was accused of hindering the investigation by giving false information to the police. Yazid remained the only person charged with Aniah's murder. In June 2020, a preliminary hearing was held for Yazid, where the police revealed more details about the case. They said that Yazid had confessed to shooting Aniah after she tried to grab his gun and escape from him. They also said that Yazid had bought a .40 caliber handgun from Johnson on October 23rd, the same day he kidnapped Aniah. They also said that Yazid had used Fisher's truck to transport Aniah's body to Macon County. In November 2020, a grand jury indicted Yazid on 3 counts of capital murder: murder during a kidnapping, murder during a robbery, and murder with a deadly weapon. As of January 2021, Yazid is being held in Lee County Jail without bond. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges and is awaiting trial. Aniah's death has sparked outrage and calls for justice from her family, friends, and supporters. It has also led to the creation of Aniah's Law, a bill that would reform Alabama's bail system and prevent violent offenders from being released on bond. The bill was passed by the Alabama House of Representatives in March 2020 and is currently pending in the Senate. Aniah Blanchard was a beautiful, bright, and beloved young woman who had a promising future ahead of her. She was taken away too soon by a senseless act of violence that could have been prevented if her killer had been kept behind bars. Her story is a tragic reminder of the dangers that lurk in our society and the need for justice and reform. We hope that Aniah's family will find peace and closure, and that her killer will face the full consequences of his action. Thank you for watching Crime Scene Mysteries. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Until next time, stay safe and stay vigilant.